Hello. And welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three guidance counselors that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Regan Belladonna, Catfolk Wizard, played by Char.
Hello. Kennedy's here, but he's horrible on my lap, so he must get down. Goodbye, creature. My lovely little creature.
The summon has been dismissed.
Shoo shoo. Go
In
on.
the bottom middle, we have
Good
Tullios Couldarn, a human fighter
Couldarn.
played by Will.
Close enough. Hi, it's me. Hello.
And in the bottom right, we have Felix Milos, human bard played by Alex. How you doing?
Hey.
All right. We're back again after yet another on and off set of weeks. But I think we're here for a while, so. I'm having a day, you guys, all right? I'm on like 2 hours of sleep for no reason. Okay. Resetting. Last time on Third Action, our group of hired hands made their way to the All the Worlds Meet, a sort of front operation giving out free meat to the citizens of North Point, while also doubling, unbeknownst to the party, as a side hustle mercenary assassination business. As a group, you managed to uncover their plot, discovered that some of them were chopping up their victims and feeding them to the people. And after getting a confession out of some of them, you managed to wrangle Mr. Varric Van Kaskerkin himself, the leader of the group, who didn't realize exactly how far things had fallen under his watchful eye, or unwatchful eye, as it were. Only one of them escaped, the butcher, Parnes. Sorry, it was Parnes the butcher, right? Yeah, Parnes the butcher. Managed to get away, but you did capture Mulder and Baldrago, and Varric Van Kaskerkin has agreed to turn himself in to the guard, not knowing that one of you is one of the guard at this point. So we join our party as they travel from All of the Worlds Meet to the Citadel. Volshinik. It's gonna just drag you guys over
Right
here.
across the water.
Yep. You'll get the ferry. Oh boy, it's slow. Why is it going slow?
It's better than trying to go
It's
the
a
long way
ferry.
around,
It's
so.
not very fast.
Yeah, we're getting to enjoy a bit of the ocean.
It's the scenic route.
All right,
Ignore
you don't
those
actually take the
bobbing.
ferry, but
You don't see those.
let's see. So to walk this far, I don't know. I'm going to say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes it takes you, because you're carrying some bodies. But you arrive at the Citadel, tell the guards at the front what's happened. Varric willingly submits to being manacled, and the bodies are taken off your hands. So Mulder, Baldrago, and Varric are carted off to some cells. And you are left with one of the guards there. Great work, you three. Did you help? And he looks at Tullios. Aren't you off duty right now?
Well, sure, but I couldn't let them go into this on their own. I mean, look at them.
Well, if you thought it was best, I'll let the field marshal know what you've done, and she should hopefully contact you within a few days. She's pretty busy right now dealing with another case.
Fair enough.
Do you have a point of contact? Where should we find you?
The script in Scrimshaw, up north from here. You can send word to the bar there, and it'll make it to the three of us.
Very well. Or he looks at Tullios and then back at Regan and Felix. Never mind. And returns to his duties.
Not entirely sure what that look was about.
You can tell he's just confused. Are you? He's not sure if you're like friends with these two, or like what your relationship is with them, or like why exactly you would also be contacted through that.
That's fair.
He just seemed confused. Oh, I didn't say. I said before the stream, but this week's episode is sponsored by not only the Eclipse, which was here already from last week, but also the new card of the week is the Mountain Man. It's a Constitution card. Makes a lot of athletics actions easier. All right. I leave things in your hands. You are here at Citadel Volshanek. You can do stuff here. You could do whatever you want. You're free. Go for it.
Well, I know some of us are wounded. It may behoove us to rest up a bit, but we could do so at more comfortable environs than here. If you'd like, my house is not too far, and I don't think we're too far from the script and Scrimshaw either.
I'm sure Lizzie would appreciate knowing that we're safe, and we definitely could rest up. I don't know that we have any business here in the Citadel other than returning the three people we got to meet at All the Worlds Meet.
Are prisoners treated all right in the Citadel? Or are they treated poorly for the next 2 days?
I will be honest, I don't know. I have not worked in the guard block.
Sorry, my laughing was laughing at Kennedy's squeaking.
Yes.
Stirred.
Tullios, you would have a pretty decent idea. Yeah, they're cared for. They're not going to just let them die.
They won't be
need
abused necessarily.
So.
Okay.
We definitely might want to heal up, if only to have a chance to go visit the warehouse that we were told about. We have a key to get in there, or we were given a key that might get us in there. I don't know how much we want to believe in that.
Well, it is getting late. I think it would be good to check in with Lizzie, but I don't imagine my friend wouldn't mind giving you both a hand. Need be.
Well, then let's make our way back.
Okay. So you decide as a group to make your way over, back over to the script and Scrimshaw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're just going up here. It's probably another, what are we going to call that? Maybe a 10-minute walk, kind of leisurely.
Not too bad.
It's close to 6:35 p.m. on Callistrol the 8th. As you make your way up to the Script and Scrimshaw's entrance. Let's see, trying to grab something. Okay. As you approach, you hear shouting inside.
Good shouting or bad shouting?
You would have come from this direction? Sure. Alright, we'll call this the south. At a glance, from afar away, you're not quite sure. It's just, it sounds like maybe a woman's voice. but that's like from a block away. You can like hear. It's like brief shouting, like maybe shouting commands or something. You're not sure.
That would definitely get me moving with haste to get to the door. Like,
I'm
yeah.
going to pull a couple of potions out then as we're hearing this. I will give one to Felix and one to Regan.
Ooh.
Just because I know that I don't know what's coming up, but I don't like the sound of things.
You have enough time to sip them if you wish.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Trying to figure out how to work this.
Trade close. Oh, whoops.
Oh yeah,
I have to
the new trade stuff is interesting. I haven't really played with that
It's
UI
not
yet.
quite as
see.
convenient. Here, take that.
She'll
It's
take
a
some
little
water
game
while you
in
trade
itself.
items.
Trade with you. Like that.
Thank you.
Get the lesser.
Looks like Regan got 10 points of healing from her potion.
Probably. I can't
Felix
see it.
got 13, and Tullios got 16.
Yes, I will use my one elixir of life and chug that on the way in. Just in case.
Okay, so yeah, you hearing noise, you pass out the potions, you take some sips. Do you want me to get yours, Regan?
Oh, I just
Grab it,
manually
just-
put it in. I can't see
Oh,
it
okay.
for some reason.
Oh, weird.
I can't see anyone's rolls, actually.
That's not
That's odd.
ideal.
Maybe a refresh.
Yeah.
Maybe needed. But okay, so yeah, you pass out potions, take a sip as you speed walk towards the door, and the door actually kind of bursts open just as you sort of get there, and a woman, clearly a Varisian woman, long flowing black hair, is shouting, "Come on, girl, you're coming with me!" And she's dragging Lizzie by the arm. I can show you what this person looks like.
That's stranger danger.
Tullios, you know exactly who this woman is.
Okay. I put the axe away that I was grabbing.
Mom, I don't want to.
Leave her alone.
Oh, there you are, Tully. She stops and lets go of Lizzie's hand, who like pulls away and kind of backs up into the building a bit, like rubbing her wrist.
Going to continue
well,
walking
well.
straight up to her.
What has the trash brought in today?
What are you doing here, Maeve?
I'm here for my daughter. That's what I'm here for.
Now you're here for
She
her?
is coming with me.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
You left her with me years ago and... What are you doing here, Maeve?
You didn't hear? The Queen's hiring women of all sorts. Pay's good. I'm not going to be having my daughter wasting her time with you when we could be getting Queen money. She grabs Lizzie by the hand again and
I
starts
grab
to pull
her wrist in response. Let her go.
Don't you touch me.
Has she released Lizzie?
She hasn't released.
I'm going to start squeezing.
She'll let go at that.
I'll release.
She just
As-
glares at you.
I as someone who is enjoyed having Lizzie work at the Script and Scrimshaw. I would love to know what all of this is about. As far as I'm aware, Lizzie has a fantastic employee who has helped make this place actually organized, and there should be no need to seek the Queen's money, whatever that may be.
Yeah, well, whatever she's getting paid here isn't half as much as she'd be making part of the Queen's Guard.
She will not be joining the Guard. She's doing fine here, and you have no say in how she's to be raised. Not after you walked out.
I thought you'd be happy. Your daughter growing up to be just like you?
You need to leave. Go back to the family. That's where you want to be anyway, right?
She puts her hands on her hips and glares at you. You can try to intimidate if you wish.
I will do so. One of these buttons. 28 total.
She scoffs and backs away. Well, she spits on the ground. Fine, have it your way. But don't come crying to me when... Never mind.
Wait, are you hard up? Is that what this is about?
She stops in the street as she walked around Felix and was getting ready to just kind of walk away. Yeah, so what if I am?
Look, and I'll just pull out 20 gold from a pouch and start to walk toward her and then just kind of toss it onto the stones. I've been working...
I don't need your pity money. Take my daughter and fuck off. And she just walks away.
Tully turns and slams the door behind him closed.
Dad, I'm okay. It's fine.
How's your wrist?
A little red, but it's fine. Please don't get mad at Mom. She's just trying to look out for me. That's all.
She was always out for something for her. Do you even understand what she was trying to do? Do you know what would have happened? Joining the Guard? That's a commitment. Especially right now.
I know. I don't want to do that. I mean, I look up to you, Dad, but no offense. I don't think I'm cut out for fighting and all the danger that comes with being a guard. I like it a lot more here at the inn.
I'm very glad to hear that, so I don't have to worry. Has she been by before? How did she know you were here? I mean, no, it's not private. Let's go inside. I'm making a scene. Excuse me. I'm gonna quickly try and start picking up whatever I've left.
Lizzie will open the door to sort of let everyone in.
I think I've lost 2 gold in the mix. I don't know where they've gone.
Did you have a quiet afternoon, the not last couple of minutes excluded?
Yeah, until Mom scared off the customers. She came by the other day, Dad. At home. I kind of told her where I was working, and she didn't say anything about this then, but I don't know. She just showed up earlier, like a few hours ago, and was demanding that I come join the guard with her, and I don't know. I think you're right, Dad. I'm not ready for that sort of commitment.
You're not old enough by any means, but beyond that, it's a dangerous time for any of the guard, and I don't want you in danger. I've already lost you once, and that woman will not take you away.
She gives you a tight hug.
Some of my tension starts to release, but still very tense.
Some of you are hurt. I should make some food for you. She's gonna.
Oh, it's fine. We had an adventure, but we've luckily made it home safe.
Does anyone want a drink?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Water.
Okay, so she'll get to pouring a glass of water and two.
I will have
you
whatever
some-
Felix is having.
There's some
We should
basic ales on stock, but yeah. Do you have something?
Yeah. No. I remember ordering at least a keg of a decent ale from as we restocked the bar.
All right, and decent ale is what you get. She sets that up and brings that over to your table. Or tables if Regan's sitting at a different one. I'm not sure.
I
I mean,
am
it's
sitting
not that
at a
Regan sat at a
different
different one. Regan sat
I'm
down.
busy.
I was sitting at a different table, and Felix joined me.
There's more studying to do.
Felix is, or not Felix. My character Felix. No, Regan
Felix
is
the cat.
writing a note on the table. She's busy.
Scribbling
Jeez.
away.
Not listening to this family drama. She's like, well, this is an awkward thing. I'm gonna go do my own business.
Yeah, no blame there. Ugh.
Lizzie, places the drinks on the table along with a few pieces of sliced bread and cheese.
Thank you, Listy.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna go get back to cleaning. And Lizzie makes her way upstairs, leaving the three of you to your whatever you want to do.
Sorry about that. That is my wife.
Are you not divorced?
We are separated and have been for. How old is Lizzie? It was not long after Lizzie was born. It's been a while.
Well, your business is your business.
Yeah. That was ideally how that works. So, I apologize if she causes any difficulties. Felix, I'll make sure that is not the case.
It sounds like she may be going off to join the Queen's Guard, so she may be having a more interesting life from this point onward.
I don't know if she's joining. Sounds like she wanted someone else to join and take the money.
Lizzie did mention something about them both joining, but knowing her, it may have just been a way to entice her to join in the first place.
I think it raises a good point, though, in that leaving Lizzie alone here at the bar has its own risk, including random strangers wandering in and trying to accost her.
I did consider that. But
It may be time to hire a security guard.
yes, maybe having an adult here with her is a better idea.
I would agree. How much does a security guard cost? I don't know that we have a whole lot to spare there.
The cost is something I can handle. Like, running a business costs money, and I'm more than prepared to do it. I think it's more of a question of who do you hire.
You should really get into summoning. I'll be
Doesn't-
honest.
Does that
This is money, money, money. If you just summon someone for a day or two,
do the
you don't have to pay them money.
don't the ingredients that you use in the summoning cost some sort of money?
Yeah, but it's like a one-time thing. It's not like, oh, what do I pay them tomorrow? Oh, what do I do this? Nope, they're just there.
But a summon
You
only
do
lasts a
whatever.
fixed period of time. You have to pay those components every time you summon them, no?
That's true, but
So it's a salary of sorts. It's just on a more fixed schedule then. It is salaried rather than being an hourly sort of wage, as it were.
yeah, I suppose that is a way to look at it.
It's
Use your
contract
salary.
work versus, a more at-will sort of employment where you can kind of go and come and go as you please. Doesn't that Corallo, possibly, would he be looking for work perhaps? I don't know if he's trustworthy enough, but he didn't seem quite as out and bad as the others.
Hopefully he's had a chance to sober up if we're thinking about the same person.
I know the young
No.
lad.
No, I was thinking of the young boy from the
Oh,
meet. But I do worry, since I'm not sure how involved he was in the whole affair. He seemed somewhat hands-off, but not entirely.
Doesn't seem like the best security guard.
yeah, I definitely would want someone who feels comfortable handling themselves. And Corallo, while a kind soul, may be better suited to taking care of animals.
Fair. Hmm.
No, maybe that swords person that we saved the other day. Trying to remember their name.
Scrolling up.
I didn't think much about him since he left. His name has escaped me.
I
Same
know his
here.
name.
That wasn't Grouse
Oh, I know you
Soldado,
know.
was it? Was it Grouse Soldado?
No, Grau was the guy that you met at the bar, who was drunk. The soldier. Or
That was the
guard member.
first person I mistook
That was
for
the
who
first
you were
drunk guy
talking
that we
about.
talked to. Okay.
Eamon Gelento.
Oh,
Correct.
that one.
Yes. The noble
I
lad.
did think briefly about him,
Oh,
but
yes, right.
also fleeting.
He did manage to handle himself with a weapon, but do you think he'd be interested in employment? Perhaps just doing it out of the kindness of his heart.
I don't know if he would be interested directly, or he might know someone who would. But that, I think, would be the bigger challenge. It's just finding someone who's right for the job.
Well, either way, I don't. Yeah, I don't suppose there's much to be done other than just hoping for the best for now, and seeing what you can find in the meantime. Unless I have her not work here without you present.
We can definitely keep options open.
You do also have the option to commission a recruiter who can go out and look for someone for you.
That's exactly what I was busy control Fing out of the document. Yeah, like in the past, I've had to hire a staff to run this place when it was a bustling bar, and you can definitely work with a recruiter to find someone to fill the role. I personally can't even remember right now where we'd go find Armin to offer them this job. So I'll probably go. If we do not go out this evening to go visit the warehouse, that would probably be what I do, is go speak to a recruiter and begin the process. But we do have that lead to run down.
Well, we can get started on it then. We will. I suppose we can just go from here. Unless you need to head back, Regan. I'm not sure if you're needing to or not.
What is today's date? Let's see.
Callistrol the 8th.
Callistrol the 8th.
It is a Friday, or Fire Day.
Oh, man. Did I do my test?
Yes, your test
Okay.
was today.
All right. I'm trying to remember, like, because it's been a while.
It's been
Yes,
a
it's
day.
been-
Okay.
We've had a
Got
bunch
it.
of skip weeks in between, but yes, the
Yes.
first thing you did today was ace your test.
Excellent. All right. That was forever ago. Like, oh, I have nothing quite to do. Are you going to be going back to the Citadel at any point today?
Was not planning to.
What about tomorrow morning?
I could go tomorrow morning. Depends on what we find tonight.
Well, she folds up what she was writing and hands you a letter.
Oh.
Since you are most likely to be there before me, it's a letter of, I don't know if this has any use, but a letter of recommendation for the meat man, whose name I now forget.
Varric
Varric
Van
Van
Kasperken.
Kasperken.
Yes,
Yeah.
it says for him. Just recommending that perhaps not a severe punishment and community service might be best served for him. Though I'm not anyone of importance. She hands him this letter and goes, "Oh, I just wanted, maybe you can hand this letter of recommendation off to
Oh.
whoever it may need to go to, because I don't know.
I imagine Commander Croft would be the person who would be dealing with
You can get it to her."
Varric, so yes, I'll give it to her.
Yeah, she did mention wanting to speak with him directly, so giving it to the Field Marshal is probably the safest choice.
Well,
Alright.
That's all I had on my docket for the night.
Anything else?
Tully, is it okay that you take the letter? Like, I know you've been trying to keep your distance from the adventures that myself and Regan get invited to, and I don't want to get you into any form of trouble.
I don't think it's... Delivering a letter is not going to get me in any sort of trouble. I'm just trying to act as a bodyguard for people who have been, well, recognized by the Queen, if nothing else, so I would have hated for something to have happened to you had you gotten in over your heads. As it turns out, we may have, but managed to keep afloat well enough.
Yes, the sewer monster was a surprise.
Yes. Well,
Oh, what do I do
And-
with this hand, these fingers? I suppose I shouldn't keep them.
We
I-
handed that evidence over, right?
Is that what we... Oh, did we hand it all over?
I would have handed
Wasn't
if I
paying
brought any
attention.
human body parts.
Oh, goodness.
along
Well, now
with,
I have
would
this
have
hand and
definitely
finger.
suggested we, hand it to the guard and
Maybe-
not keep
There
it
you go.
in our bags.
Maybe we need to take a visit to the Citadel.
I don't.
Do we need to
go
deposit
back.
something along the way?
Yeah, sure. But oh, I can't believe and everything. I forgot the hand.
Here,
The
I will
finger.
take this to the Citadel, and Tully will say in a loud voice, and I think I'm going to have to work a shift tonight, so I'll see if my friend can come and give you a hand instead.
Oh, I don't need another hand. I need to get rid of this one.
Right. Indeed.
I don't feel like that was resolved.
And Tullius just
Tullios leaves.
with a bag of body parts and a note.
I really hope he doesn't return the hand to me. She's like mumbling. She's like, I don't know.
How do you remember? I thought I told him that. Thought that was clear.
Alright. So Tullios, you sorry, I grab your character.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go run errands space real quick.
Yeah. Takes you like 15 minutes to walk back. You talk to the guards, figure out who you need to go to dump off this extra evidence, and hand off the letter to make sure that it gets to Commander Croft. Field Marshal Croft.
Field Marshal Croft,
And
excuse me.
yeah, you give it to the right person. You know that she'll get the letter. They say that they'll put it on her desk and she'll get it as soon as she's back, probably tomorrow morning.
Very good. Then I will change. I will head back, and on my way back, I'll duck down an alley and just switch into Mayhem.
Oh,
outfit.
that's why he said that.
Reagan thinks as Mayhem.
Oh no, she doesn't
enters.
think that. I think that. She's still like, who's gonna give me this second hand? What shall I do with it?
I just quickly slip inside here.
But yes.
Did you
be
guys
hard to
do
keep up
anything during that 30 minutes?
I would have rummaged around the bar trying to find the poster or business card for the recruiter that I remember from years ago, because it is probably somewhere in the many piles of things that I keep.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you search around for that. It actually happens to be in the... you have it set aside with like the old files, like the old documents and stuff that the previous owner of the bar left you. And you pick it up. It looks like they're just located in Gold Market, so it should be easy to just kind of walk on down there. It's not very far.
Yeah,
like
it's a
10-minute
bit late
walk.
today, but unless, how do I put this? 7 p.m. is an odd hour for a recruiting office to be open.
Yeah, you don't think they'd be open now. They probably, if they were there, they might have just left. Yeah, so unless they were working late. All right,
I'm
well
gonna
then.
Heal my last. We'll try and heal my last bit because I'm still a little hurt.
Heal thyself.
Heal myself.
Because I play too many games, do you have continuous?
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay.
Mhm.
And you have assurance. So in 30 minutes, you could do it 3 times on yourself.
Oh damn! I don't know if I'll need that much, but let's see.
I,
One bandage slowly wrapped around the
Yeah.
arm.
yeah,
Yeah,
you only need
yeah,
9 HP.
yeah.
I'm safe assuming that with assurance over 30 minutes, you get back to full.
Okay, so I don't have to do all my rolls.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah,
sure
for
be
long
funny
periods
if
of
I
time.
didn't.
For long periods of time, when you have assurance and continual recovery, I can sort of assume that you'll manage.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you spend that time licking your wounds and getting yourself back up to full when Mayhem returns.
And I'm here. All right. So I heard something about a warehouse.
Oh, it's you! My goodness.
Who?
You, Mr. Mayhem.
Indeed, we do have a warehouse to visit. I believe it was Van Kaskerkin told us about the warehouse where the animals were handed off to them, and we got a key. I don't remember if it was Van Kaskerkin or Kerala who handed us the key. But either way, it seems like a good place to pay a visit.
Oh, another customer? Lizzie says. She's kind of walking around in the back and realizes that there's someone unfamiliar there. Do you need something to drink, sir?
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. She says at a distance. She's like across the room by the bar, and you're over by the corner table, so she doesn't approach. She just goes back to what she was doing.
All right.
Oh, are you guys heading out?
Indeed, I don't mean to run off again, but we have a small errand to run in the city this evening.
Oh, that's okay. I think I'm done cleaning. I'll just do a couple more checks. I'll clean up your dishes. And then I'll probably lock up and head home, if that's all right.
Perfectly fine. Thank you for all the work you did today.
Thanks for sticking up for me.
Never a problem.
All right. So she makes her way past you all, not taking a second look at Mayhem, and picks up the
Just
dishes.
slowly creeping outside.
Boop, boop, boop.
All right.
Double checking if they're locked.
Never know when the door is closed or open. I'm the person who totally checks the locks every time.
Yes.
Whee!
Okay.
Okay.
So you're
In the
you're
west
on
docks,
this
there's a
map.
warehouse.
Yes, you were told that the dock was, or the warehouse was somewhere in the west docks, and were you given an address, or were you just told that it was in the west dock and given a key?
We asked for the location.
Yeah,
I would
I
have
think-
expected an address.
Okay, then he probably gave you the location. I just don't remember. Nope, that's the last time I want. So
Well,
fail.
got really
Pick the right
intense.
songs. Okay. In that case, go ahead and give me. You guys know the city pretty well and all the streets, so I'm not going to make you do like survival checks around the city. Generally. Okay. So you guys make your way. Actually, it's probably going to be on the south side of the west docks. Yeah, probably over here. It is this long building. I have my mouse cursor off. This long building here. Yep, that one. Takes you a little bit to find it, but it's not too bad. It's only like a 10-minute trek. The sun's starting to set, but you do find what appears to be the correct warehouse. It is unlabeled. You can hear... there's certainly a smell from the outside. Smells like animal. Smells like petting zoo.
Does it sound like petting zoo, or are there people noises as well as animal noises?
It's pretty quiet. You don't hear anything. Actually, if you wait for like a few minutes, you might hear like a soft bah.
Aw.
A sheep.
Is there any sign of people milling about that are keeping an eye on things, that are watching for people like us?
No, it doesn't look like it. There's people walking by, heading home from what few jobs are still currently active at the docks and at the warehouses. But there's no one standing guard or anything. There's just there's like a chain and padlock, or like a padlock on the door.
I'm going to approach then, unless someone says otherwise.
No, I think we may be here with just the animals, and my hope would be to figure out who has been meeting to hand off these creatures, and maybe figure out where the animals come from.
You to inspect them and their health.
Health inspectors.
Yes.
We are still going with some
We're
sort
meant
of...
to be here.
Right. You're meant to be here, of course. I'm going to approach the padlock and look around to see if there's any evidence of either a danger trap or more likely some sort of noise or alert. Even if it's like a door notification, hey, somebody's arriving sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check then. If blind one,
Alright,
please.
Blind. Question marks.
Okay. You examine the door, check for tripwires, look for any kind of like alarm system. But no, this seems pretty sloppy. It's just kind of it seems like maybe the chain itself is the if there was an alarm here, it's the chain that's going to make noise when you unlock and remove the chain from around the door, or
Okay.
like the handles.
Is there magic alarm?
Okay. Regan casts Detect Magic. You don't
Just
pick up
in
any
case.
magic.
She gives the thumbs up to no magic.
All right. Then I will take the key. I don't know who has it, but I will take it from whoever has it and unlock the padlock and try to be quiet if possible with the chain, but not going to worry too badly if it makes some noise.
Okay. You unlock it, undo it, and it starts to hear the rattling as you kind of slink it off onto the ground. But you sort of let it go slowly, so it makes as little noise as possible. And with that, you can kind of creak the door slightly open.
Yep.
Inside, as you kind of peek in, it looks like just a big open warehouse. There are, it looks like just a handful of animals milling around. Just kind of left roaming inside of this empty warehouse.
Okay.
But this doesn't look like an actual animal handling warehouse where they'd all have pens.
No.
This is literally just a random building that happens to have a few sheep running around on the inside.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you see, currently in here, there are, I mean, if you like go in,
Yeah.
And look about, you see, 2 sheep, 1 cow, and a pig. And all of them are sleeping except for 1 sheep. It's pretty dark in here, so only Regan's light is providing any vision. There are kind of skylights around the warehouse, but
Sunset by
it's the sunset, so it's pretty dim. There's just a little bit of moonlight. Actually, is it a new moon? Do I have the moon chart? It is totally a new moon. It is as dark as it can be.
Ooh.
It is the height of the new moon.
now. It's an eclipse, oh gosh.
Time to go to the
Um,
movies. Are they all? Is the cow a like a milking cow, or the sort that you would make for market? Like, are these the same kind of mixture of animals that we'd found previously at the World of Meat that really don't seem to be what you would bring to market for a butcher?
Yeah, if you go inspect these, I guess you've already kind of passed these checks before, so with your I don't remember who specifically passed those, but with your collective knowledge, you can determine that the cow is another milking cow. It's not really meant for, and it's a healthy milking cow. It's not meant for slaughter. The 2 sheep look like they're shearing sheep, with their full coats. I don't know if they'd have their full coats this time of year. Don't fact check me on that. It's magic. It's Pathfinder. I don't know enough about farming.
I mean, it is the middle of winter. Makes sense they have some sort of...
They're warm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Warm.
but their brands are all from different farms, so it doesn't look like they all came from one place.
Yeah, the 2 sheep came from the same farm. The cow seems to have come from... you recognize the brand as one of the same brands as the other cow. Or one of the other 2 cows that you saw at the All the World's Meat. And I don't think you checked the pig's brands. But I suppose that one's from a meat farm. So that one's appropriate, I suppose, but not the others.
Well, here
Well,
they
we
are.
can wait here until whoever comes to do an exchange or bring more in show up, or...
Is there any other way in or out of this building aside from the locked door that we came through?
No, it's basically just that one.
Those
Actually,
satellites.
that's like sort of a normal-sized human entrance. There was like a single door. There is a bigger sort of double like loading door, like more of like a big barn door. Actually, it probably slides. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a sliding door. But it's really big.
Is it possible to put the padlock back on the exterior door, given that we now have access to the interior, so that if someone were to walk up to the door, it wouldn't immediately look like someone's inside?
Yeah, you could open the, like, pull open the larger loading door, go around, put the lock back on the. Oh yeah, you have the key, so yeah, you could put the chain back on, lock it, and then go back inside and close the door there and hold a stakeout.
I will do just that. If we're going to have a chance of meeting someone and not having them immediately run off, it needs to sort of look like there's nobody here.
All right.
Will they be suspicious if they hear the animals still inside? Maybe they won't be listening. That's true.
They will probably be busy if they're bringing in more
That's
creatures.
true. They probably have their own animals they'll be bringing, so that it'll be just as noisy.
Depends on how fast word travels. I don't know if they're going to realize that Van Caster is no
Yeah, that
longer-
one guy did get away.
Exactly.
Mm.
We may be here all night with just the sheep.
A wonderful Friday.
Do either of you have any way of telling time? Because I would rather not be in here all night if we don't think they're going to show up after midnight.
That is actually a good question. I don't know that any of us have a watch.
I don't have that.
No watches, no water clocks.
I can just start counting and see how high I get.
There's a spell called synchronize. There are some spells that help you tell time.
Synchronize, I don't have those.
I don't have a candle. That would be another way of lighting one and waiting for it to burn down.
Do I have a
a
candle?
candle? No.
I have a torch. It's like a candle.
How long does it take a torch to burn down?
It doesn't say.
Yeah, like 8 hours, 6 hours, 4 hours. I don't know. It's random.
I mean, it's up to you. So, but if it's random, then yeah, that doesn't do us any good either.
Yeah, I would say it's a random amount of time.
Yeah.
Depends on conditions.
At least an hour, up to 8 hours, somewhere in that vicinity. So, if we go through more than 6 torches, then I'm leaving.
I have one other torch, so I can at least contribute. And we can continue to look around the building while we wait. Is there anything else in here aside from the animals? A desk, paperwork?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check to dig around, if you wish. You can all do it if you're just going to search around.
Yeah. Do that blind here. Some question marks.
Mystery.
Blind GM roll.
Man, okay. So digging around, looking around the warehouse, all three of you, simultaneously, I guess, find that there's like a far corner of the warehouse that is seemingly blocked off by a couple of barrels. Like it's keeping the animals from getting to it. It looks suspiciously kind of fenced off. At a glance, it just looks like, oh, there's just barrels in the corner. But you realize, wait a sec, maybe there's something here. And so you slide one of the barrels off to the side and notice that there's like a small, like there's like a panel of wood on the floor.
I'm not
Huh.
opening that or jumping into it. I'll let someone else do that.
Oh no,
I-
it's more like
Oh.
just like a plank just sitting on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So just random
Nothing.
plank. I'll lift it and out of the way.
Okay. You lift the plank and you see that there's like the floorboards have actually been like smashed, possibly with a hammer, and dirt has been dug out, and there's a bag
Huh.
sitting in this dirt.
Dirt bag.
Any obvious traps or things connected to it?
No, just looks like a sack.
Seems to be left here. Okay, then I'll
Yeah.
sort of pull the sack out, see if it feels like it's got body parts or valuables or.
hands.
Oh, I hope it's not
papers or-
more body parts. We don't know.
Or
Maybe
body
it's a bag
parts.
of bags.
No body parts.
Hmm.
Let's see, where did it's gonna do it? Settings. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to. There we go. I need to make it visible to you guys. I wish there's a faster way of doing that, and then do that. Okay.
Ooh.
So you dig up this bag, and inside are a number of small gems: an amethyst, a lapis lazuli, a pearl, a carnelian, a lapis lazuli pendant, a silver circlet. Looks like jewelry that somebody probably owned, and a bunch of money stored in little coin purses. Looks like 400-ish copper, 300-ish silver, 53 gold sails, and 1 platinum crown.
Hmm.
Ah.
Is this how they paid each other?
Possibly. That would make sense if they never really had direct contact. But like,
Well.
at least Corallo seemed to state that they just got the animals.
Hmm.
This is weird.
Keepers.
Yeah, they should have taken it if they dropped off animals. You'd think it would be gone.
Yeah. Can I look at the objects to see if like there's engravings on the pendant or things like that that might indicate some ownership or where these came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the circlet, you see the initial A, and then the last name Larong, which is you would know as one of the great houses. And likewise, the other jewelry seems to have various initials or like engravings on them. I guess it's only the circlet and the pendant, right? Okay. So yeah, the pendant on the back just has like a L heart Q.
It's even more mysterious.
Indeed.
And you do notice a small spot of blood on the pendant.
That's not good.
Well, no clean off.
I also
I'm not
consider this
selling
is way
these this
more
time.
money than a sheep and a cow and another sheep are probably worth by a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
That would be very apparent, yes.
These are probably stolen.
I'm sure of that.
Why are they here?
Well, if they were belonging to the victims who got murdered and then eaten.
Oh.
This does make me believe that someone will be coming back to this place because they would not leave this here forever.
Yeah, serial killer. Well, I guess a hired person.
Just a murderer.
I suppose that is what a serial killer also is. Just a murderer.
It's just. Sorry, that was a dumb thought. I'm not even gonna say it. Never mind.
All right then.
Okay. But yeah, you find all this stuff hidden in this hole, this hidey hole.
I'm gonna take the money, unless. Actually, I'm just gonna start grabbing all of it, I guess, because I don't think there's any good reason to leave it here.
Go for it. I turned in the last random item that turned out to be someone's valuable family heirloom. I think it's your turn.
I'd rather not. I was actually wondering if that etching would come off the pendant so I can give it to someone else.
I think I'd definitely be interested in returning the wrong one. Me.
Then I will give you the... Does that work? Oh, that I can just do that. Cool.
Oh, giveth. Thank
I'll
you
just
for
give you the
givething
circlet.
to
Honestly,
me.
probably wouldn't that look that bad on you. Kind of sit between the ears.
What do you think L and Q are? And their romance. Do you think it was a whirlwind romance? Can you open? Is it openable? Is it one of those, or is it
Oh,
just
is it-
like
yeah.
a pendant?
Is a locket or a pendant?
Oh yeah, locket.
Yeah, it's just a pendant. It's
Okay.
just
Just the little,
Yeah,
just like a nice stone that's been ensconced.
yeah. It's just the back of it has like a little etching of
Gold
this,
filigree.
Of these initials and the heart in between them.
Hmm.
There's like a flat side.
L and Q. This is the mystery to solve.
And like they're the house that founded the university, right? So you would have the easiest of times actually getting audience with them.
Right, but keep in mind if this is related to somebody who's recently gone missing and you show up with their precious family heirloom, they may suspect you of doing more than just happening upon it in a random warehouse.
That's why you write a
surrounded by
letter
animals.
and you send it as an attachment to the letter. I found this in a random warehouse.
You know, that's not the worst idea I've heard.
So you don't go in
I'm
person
just
holding
warning you
it up.
now, before you just walk in there and go,
Yeah.
hey, I found your circlet.
Or we
think they're
solve
gonna
the
be super
mystery
happy about it.
first, and then you explain everything that happened, and then you send back the circlet.
You start to hear chains rattling.
Ooh. Ooh.
Can I get next to... I want to be on the side of the door where the door opens out, or whichever side the door opens to. I want to be
Okay,
on
so
that
you-
side of the door jamb, not on the
Okay,
side
so you're
of
going
the
to
hinges.
be at the door, like behind. Sorry, you're going to be behind the door. Like it's going to swing open, and you'll be behind the door.
I
hidden,
want them,
or-
if their door opens inward, I want them to open it and see me.
Okay, so you'll be standing, basically right
Yeah.
in front of. Yeah. Okay.
And I will have my baton in hand.
Okay. So you quickly run over to that spot. Are you sneaking over to that spot, or are you like running?
I would sneak if
Because you guys are
possible.
in the corner of the.
That's true. If we're all the way in the corner,
warehouse right now.
I'll still sneak. I'll try.
Okay.
I mean, I'll make it, but that's fine.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a sneak. Stealth check.
sneak. Question marks?
All right. What about the other two? Are you doing anything? I'll give you. You have 3 actions if you.
I want to hide behind something. 'Cause I'm sick of getting hit in the head with things.
Okay.
I
Yeah. There's these
would
barrels right here.
Yes, I like to hide behind these barrels. Do I
All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth check as well, then.
Stealth.
Blind stealth check.
How stealthy? Oh, okay. It is very dark out, and I am a dark color.
You have a light on.
Damn it, my light! Turn off my light. Turn
Yeah,
off
you
my
can
light.
dismiss it.
Yeah.
Good move.
Shoo.
Good move.
And now I can't really see what shoo. Yes, that probably wasn't helping. There we go.
All right, cool. That leaves Felix. So, Regan, you dismissed your light and ducked behind the barrels over by where the stash was hidden. Mayhem, you're up by the... You've snuck your way like against the wall over towards the door as quickly as you could.
I will sort of pick the middle distance between the door and the barrels. I'm not trying to be like Mayhem, who wants to be framed in the door as it opens very cinematically, but at the ready to be able to help out after they have either entered or well poised to run after them, depending on how this goes.
Okay. Are you standing more out in the open or more towards the wall?
I want to say more in the open.
Okay.
And I'll have my sword drawn and sort of ready for trouble.
Okay. But you're not going as far, so you don't have to roll a stealth check to see if they notice you being near the door. Okay. All right. You hear Mayhem as you get close to the door. You hear the click unlock of the lock. The chains fall to the ground. Let me see. Where did they go? Sorry, to find the person hidden. Okay. This is against their perception DC, huh? Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, they don't notice. So a figure opens the door. They actually should be holding a torch. So I can give them a torch. Torch. Is that going to work? And put it in their hand. Does that give them torchlight? Nope. That's fine.
We imagine the torchlight.
Spell effect light. Yeah, just imagine. Alright. Okay, a figure opens the door, and there you see Parnes, who is shocked to see you. And I guess let's go ahead and roll initiative.
All right.
Buddy.
And you can use stealth for initiative if you wish.
I think perception's
All
gonna be better
three of
in
you.
this
You can
case.
use stealth or perception.
Yeah, I'll stick with perception. It's gonna be
Same.
better for me.
But yeah, Parnes himself is not noticed. And he rolled really poorly, so...
Good.
Oh wait, did I fail to roll him? What happened?
Oh, he's just not showing up on the.
Never mind. I just failed to roll it. There we go. Alright, he still rolled poorly. You got a 4.
Oh my gosh.
Very cool.
Barnes.
Okay, door opens, and let's see, begin encounter. Mayhem, you're up first with a 23, Regan second with a 19, Felix is third with a 16, and Parnes is last with a 4.
Going to reach
what
out and grab him and pull him through the door if possible. So
All right.
we're gonna. Can I reposition him into the room?
Yes, you could.
If I succeed or critically
yes.
succeed, would be probably the thing specifically that would do that. So in doing that, I'm going to use 2 hero points to activate Mountain Man to increase the level of this reposition effect.
All right, the Mountain Man burns.
So this increases it by 1 level.
Yeah, it just increases the whatever your result is.
So it's a
your overall
22.
result. 22 is a success, so it becomes a critical success.
All right, so on a critical, I can move them up to 10 feet. So whatever it takes, then just kind of moving him into the room past me, just to get him inside.
Okay, so you just kind of fling him into the room.
Action 2, close the door behind me.
All right, the door is closed. He's trapped in here with you.
And action 3, I'm going to use that as I intimidate him. What are you doing here?
All right, give me that in
Very friendly.
demoralize.
That is a 26.
26. I think versus will DC. That is a crit.
Yes. So he is frightened 2, I believe.
I believe so as well.
Yes, frightened 2.
Frightened 2.
What the? Who are you? I'm not. I'm just a butcher.
Yeah, you are.
Regan, you're up.
Oh, just a butcher.
Oh, oops! I put another mountain instead of deleting the mountain.
Double mountain.
Cool.
I guess. She'll stand. I mean, I don't know how far everything goes away. I'm assuming not too far.
Yeah, you're at like medium range, so most of your spells will hit, but you're not at melee.
But I guess she'll stand up and move out from the barrel, and just for added security, in front of the door. I'm attempting to put it. Does a little scatter screen in front of the door, so in case he does try and run out, he at least gets the shoe
Okay,
out.
yeah, you splash some rocks. Sure, we could say it can kind of hit him and the door at the same time.
I wasn't trying to hit
loose.
him.
You're not trying to hit him at all.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
you're
trying
just trying to
just
cover
block
the door.
the door.
Okay, that makes
yeah,
more sense.
I'm not
Okay.
trying to injure him.
Okay, so yeah, you scatter some difficult terrain in front of the door. So now it's like the space that Mayhem's in. Mayhem's not quite
in it.
Mayhem's
'Cause I wouldn't
beside
do
the
it
door,
if
but
he
he's not
was.
right in front of the door. So yeah, you can get two spaces that are.
Yeah, just do like straight in front of the door.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's difficult terrain in front of the door.
Okay.
He'd have to tumble through Mayhem if he wanted to avoid the difficult terrain, which would still be difficult terrain. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the ultimate terrain. The person.
All right. Yeah. You block
And-
off his path.
Yeah. It's like, not a butcher, my ass. You're a jerk. And that's her turn.
All right, Felix.
I think this is the moment for Bon Mott. It's us, your friendly health inspectors.
All right, give me a will save. Or sorry, fuck. It's what is
It's a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy.
Oh.
Boy, 26 is a crit success. Whoop. What happens on crit success? They take a -3 penalty to perception and will saves for a full minute. They can end the effect early if they manage to retort to you. But the price special things. Okay, it needs to be at least one action. Okay, so yeah, now
It's you.
this man is terrified.
Good.
You have 2 actions left.
Yes.
This would be the perfect time to use a spell that triggers off of will because he's got a -3 to will saves.
Like command or something? Can you tell him to spill the beans?
Sadly, not yet, and I don't know that we want to do Laughing Fit, as amazing as it would be.
It's kind of tempting. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? I actually kind of love this spell. So yes, Laughing Fit.
All right.
Whee!
Conjuring up some more of that hysterical energy from earlier in the day, you use your second level spell on Laughing Fit. He is frightened, but the Bon Mott is better. That is a regular failure, so he's slowed 1 and cannot use reactions. He's starting to like double over. He seems very confused. All right, he is frightened 2, slowed 1, a crit Bon Mott, but he's not grappled or anything.
He's not.
I gotta. Oh, he can't use his reactions either.
Nope.
And the door is blocked.
Well, it's closed. I didn't lock it,
He's got-
but it is closed.
Okay. He will use one action to try to get around you, Mayhem.
I'm going to hit him for trying to do that.
Okay.
And reactive strike. No.
You-
Stay still. And I should have actually had that in hand, and this is equipped. So we are going to punch him. There goes.
All right. Spike Gauntlet Punch.
17 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll the damage.
All right. That is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage as we just quickly reach out and smack him upside the head.
All right. Yeah, you pop him in the head as he stumbles over the rocks that are now kind of blocking the path to the door. He does get up to the door, but that is one action. He can't. He's gonna try and turn, and he doesn't have anything drawn other than the torch.
Look, we know
Torches
those torches are
strong
dangerous. So if he's going to do something, that makes sense.
No, he's gonna go for the. He's gonna try and punch you back.
Okay.
But he is frightened, so it is -2. It was a total of 20, which is going to miss because of the frightened.
Yes.
And that is Parnes' turn. Mayhem.
Boy. Oh, he stayed close. Thank goodness. All right, so first action, we will grapple him.
Let
To
me
just reach out
reduce
and
his frightened
try
by
to
1.
grab. Looks like that is a failure, though.
Yep, that is a regular fail.
I'm going to use a hero point and reroll that.
All right, your
my
last
last
hero
hero
point
point.
for the evening. Oh, Regan,
Oh, no,
I
it's
should have
worse.
given you a hero point, and I should have given myself a hero point at the start of the
Womp
session.
womp. Alright, so
Yep,
does
that
miss.
was 1 point worse to a 15.
It was
That is a miss.
meant to fail.
All right, that was action 1.
Action 2 will instead be to snagging strike him, as we will this time reach out with the crushing nightstick and just smack him upside the head. That will
All
be
right.
at a map. 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
And that is 5 points of bludgeoning damage as we smack him upside the head. He is also off guard, as that was a snagging strike.
All right. He kind of drops to a knee.
And let's see.
Dark Souls sound effect plays.
I think we're going to go ahead and do a dueling parry now and just kind of get on the defensive just in case. Why am I upside down?
That way, I meant to put the cards back in.
All right, but that will be my turn.
Big Sky and Flips, right? Stars. Flips. Okay. Sorry, what was that? What was the last action?
I went into my dueling parry, so I am
Okay,
stepping
cool.
back a little bit and being defensive.
All right, Reagan, you're up.
It's me. This poor man who I don't feel bad for. I'm gonna give him. I think this should kill him. A little shock. Whee! I wonder what his reflex is. So he has to.
Well, it's one
well,
worse than
electric
whatever it
arm.
normally is. So you
Uh,
zap him from across the room.
give him a little zap.
That is a failure, 15.
Wee!
Oh my
Max
God.
damage.
My God!
Yeah, 12 points of electricity damage. You point your staff at him, and a bolt of lightning arcs out and catches him in the back, sending a shock up his spine. He's like trying to reach out for the door, but his arm just kind of flings backwards, and his whole body just kind of lands on the side on the ground. And he's just shaking, and he is dead.
No! Ready to kill him. No!
I was trying not to kill him.
I was also hoping not to kill him.
I'd be a bit more gentle than that.
Alas.
Well,
Oh, whoops, not that song. Okay, if you, I'll be nice. If you're trying not to kill him, we'll do one more round. He is
I
dying.
was
now.
genuinely trying not to kill him, which is what I
Yeah.
said. I was hoping it was like, I'm not trying to kill him, or I hope this doesn't kill him.
Let me put you guys back in order real quick. Doesn't really. I guess was it Felix is the only one who had a turn left?
Yeah.
That round. Yeah. So Felix, you
Uh-huh.
have a set of 3 actions if you wish.
I think my goal would be to. This is just every time we try and do something, we do the best version of it. I would want to. My original idea was to try to secure him with the rope that I have. I would also like to make sure he doesn't actually completely die, because we would like to take him back to the Citadel. So if I need to spend a soothe to keep him from actually dying, I will do that.
Well, he's currently just dying 1, so he'll be okay for 1 round. If you wish to wait, if you heal him, he's going to get back up.
I don't have battle medicine to like Regan does.
Yeah, to stabilize. Yeah.
To stabilize.
So-
Can I
You
do
can
a
just
more?
hold for-
I'm sorry.
Saying you can just you don't have to act this round if you were just gonna if what you're waiting to do is a soothe in case he was gonna die.
Yeah, I would like to hold my action. I want to prevent him. I have a soothe to prevent him from dying, and I will do that. But
Sorry, I'm just rolling just to make an initiative order. There we go.
okay.
Okay, so if you had something that you did want to do instead, you can do that. I was just offering.
Thank you.
Uh,
I think I'll hold my action. If he survives, I would get my rope out and begin to prepare him for transport to the Citadel.
all right, Mayhem. You see him writhing on the ground. He's.
I will leave. I will delay until after Regan because I think Regan's going to be the only person to help. But yeah, I'll just wait.
Okay.
Help us, Regan. You're our only hope.
I do have
Regan.
administer first aid.
I think that's what we need in this moment.
Yes.
that's exactly what we need in this moment.
Blah 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 blah.
So you're gonna run over. Yeah, I'm gonna say you were within 25 feet. Sure, you can run over to him and try to administer first aid with 2 actions.
What am I? Would an assurance beat what I'm trying to beat, or what is the number? I have a 17
to
with
stabilize.
assurance for reference.
5. So 15 plus their dying value. So 15 plus dying 1 is 16.
Okay. so
Oh
my
wait,
strength
sorry. Their turn was right before yours, so they should have rolled a recovery save. 1d20.
Wow.
Natural 20.
Oh shit!
Well, by the time you get over to him, you realize that he's not dead.
Ah.
And he's totally stable.
This man is fine. Thank God I didn't kill him by accident.
Good job not killing him, Regan. That honestly looked horrifying.
Didn't mean to do full damage. So don't think I've done that before.
Well, better than doing not enough, I suppose.
Don't know your own strength.
I was very cross
Alright.
with him.
This
Well, let's get
crispy
tying
man
him
is...
Yeah. Crispy Man will get tied up, so by the time he wakes up, he's less mobile.
Alright, he is now restrained.
Look at all those status effects.
It's just a ring of statuses.
He was not having a very good night.
Oh, Parns.
Stay in general has just been very bad for him.
While he's out, does he have anything on him aside from the torch?
Yes, he has his cow hammer, his meat cleaver, chainmail. He's got 14 silver and 3 copper.
Okay, let's go ahead and disarm him and help make sure that he's not gonna suddenly get hammery.
All right. Are you just taking the stuff off of him?
Correct.
Okay. Let me know if you want to actually take it, but I'm just gonna drop it. Are you taking his money as well?
I'm not bothering.
No.
No.
My big concern was to make sure that he can't suddenly pull a weapon on us, or to see if he happens to have any hints about who his business associates are. Scraps of paper are cool.
He would have had a key to get in here, right?
Oh yes. It's not on him right now. If you go back and look, he left it in the lock.
Didn't get a chance to pull that back out yet. I gotcha. Fair.
It was a rude entrance.
A little bit. Does the key
Surprise
match the
party.
same one we have? Is it the same make and everything? Just a copy of some, or is this one?
Yeah,
the master
it looks
key?
like a copy of the same key.
Okay, so nothing special about it. Can wake him up.
It's a little newer. It's probably one of the copies.
Gotcha. Or we can just go turn him in.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for what else to do. I think we at least successfully closed off that loose end. But my other hope was to learn a little bit more about who was supplying them with animals.
I mean, we can stay here and see if the other people show up, but
I sort of assume Parnes was here for what feels like his stash in the corner.
Yeah, I want to know who's ordering these hits. But I don't know if we'll learn that.
We can at least wait for Parnes to wake up so that we don't have to drag a body across town.
It could be some hours if he's going to wake up naturally. You could heal him to wake him up, either with treat wounds or soothe.
I don't know how you feel about that, Mayhem. I thought you made a face.
don't want to wait, but I also really want to give him...
If you want to put him over your shoulder.
I can carry him.
I could just give him a little healing, a little treat, and roll max healing and get him back to full health by accident.
That's...
I'll allow you to treat wounds and only heal 1 HP, if that's what you're going for.
I'm like
Like,
I'll
you're just
treat them,
trying to
but
wake
it
him up.
won't be great. It won't be my best
Most
work.
minimal of treat wounds. I mean, okay, if you want to bring him back up, so we...
And then
at
you could
least
just
talk to
punch
him.
him in the head again, and I won't zap him.
I'll punch him in the head again. It's fine.
Yes. You're
Alright,
better at that than me.
Is that what you go for then? You
Yes.
just do the minimal treat wounds, which I'll just say is like
Up.
you staunch any bleeding, and you bring out the smelling salts to wake him up with 1 HP. How do you have him tied up, by the way?
Hogtied?
Hands behind his back, and I think a rope around his waist. Do you want him hogtied, like he was
I think hogtied is appropriate considering the sorts of things he's been up to.
hogtied?
All right.
bound at the ankles, the hands and feet tied together.
Alternatives: Thanksgiving turkey.
Ooh.
Well, there's pigs in here, not turkeys, so...
Okay, so yeah, you go for a full on hog tie. So he's waking up now. Oh shit! I didn't roleplay his laughing earlier, but I guess he only got one turn.
He really wasn't laughing very long before he got zapped.
No, it was really like maybe a total of 60 seconds of consciousness and then out.
Yes.
That was wild.
Where am I?
Oh, it's dark in here now, unless you put up the light again.
Oh, light time. The interrogation light.
Yes, bring up the interrogation light,
Everyone
Regan.
gets one. We all look down on him with our lights.
All right, so you cast light, but this time
like a red, like a really, really dark, like very.
Oh yeah, do
very
you get to pick
red.
the color?
You do get to pick the color. It's red now. Creepy.
All
This is
right.
very menacing, bloody red.
What the? Don't kill me!
Why not?
Wait, no.
You started it. How many died at your hand?
What kind of health inspectors are you?
We really care about our work.
Passionate.
And when we find human remains in the places we inspect, we get really interested.
And very upset.
So, what are you gonna do to me? Turn me over to the guard?
I'm gonna go over to where we put his weapons and pick up the cleaver. And just start looking at it. Does it still have blood on it? Are there still like marks of blood that kind of streak it? I don't know how well it's been cleaned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he hasn't been cleaning it super well.
With everything else in here glowing red from the red lights, I imagine doesn't show great, but you can definitely see the coloration differences. Just kind of flashing the light off of it towards him. I'll let Felix do the talking, though.
I think you're going with your friends may be the kinder option that we have to offer you.
So you already captured the others. Damn.
They actually
Or-
turned themselves in, would you believe it or not? They were not prepared to be part of a butcher shop slash body shop.
So, what do you want from me then?
Your contacts mostly. Who gave you jobs? Who told you about this place? Who set all this up?
It was that Voudrin woman. She's the
Go
one who...
on.
Well, she told us where the warehouse was, where they'd be dropping off the shipments, when they'd be dropping off shipments.
Does she have a name?
He shakes his head. I don't know. Varric knew her. She never really told us her name. All I know about her is that she wears nice clothes.
What else do you know about her?
Well, I think she and Varric are, an item.
Not anymore.
She used to come by once a day, but she hadn't been by the butcher shop in a while, actually. Last time I spoke to her, she said she was gonna be a while. I don't know what that meant, I swear.
I'm gonna go rejoin Felix and
Since-
just hold the cleaver in hand.
You're being helpful, and I understand that, but it's just so very little to go on. Do you do you need to know when she was going to be expected there next?
No, Varric was the one who coordinated all the details with her. It was her plan from the start.
Interesting. And she hired you, I presume, or was that Varric's doing?
No, Varric was the one who asked me to get involved. I just saw the opportunity in it. That's all.
So to be clear, the Voudrin woman set you up on the butcher shop, but you decided you want to take on these extra murders yourself?
He pauses a moment.
No, the Voudrin woman, she's the one who... She gave us the hits. Every night she sent us a list. People she wanted dead. I don't know what for.
Is he
Who's on
telling
your
the
list
truth,
this
or
week?
is he just trying to pin this all on this woman?
Yeah. Is this
Yeah.
a truthful statement?
You can sense motive if you wish.
Yes.
I would like to sense motive, please. I will blindly.
Yes.
How do you sense motive?
Question mark.
Perception.
A perception.
Yes.
Yep.
We insight with our eyes here,
You can roll it.
or
Roll
other
it
perception
blindly.
mechanisms.
Blind.
Blind GM roll perception.
Do any of us perceive?
Okay,
Whispers.
Felix, you're listening, and you seems like he's absolutely telling the truth. This Voudrin woman must be way more involved than you thought. Regan and Mayhem, it's very obvious to you that as soon as Mayhem offered the idea that maybe the Voudrin woman was more involved, he's taking that as an opportunity to try to pin it all on her.
A scumbag. What a liar. Tell the truth.
Here's my problem.
I am
guys.
telling the truth.
I need contacts, and right now the only contacts I see are your eyes. So I'm gonna get some out of you one way or another.
All right, intimidation.
See how we do. 20 total.
That is a success on a coerce. They give you the information that you seek and agree to follow your directives as long as they aren't likely to harm the target in any way. And they'll continue. Okay. But they eventually will get mad.
And really shocking.
Oh no, he's gonna get mad.
Oh no.
Fine. It wasn't her plan. Me and Beldrago, we had been taking hits on the side while working on the guard, and figured we'd expand the business a little bit. The Voudrin woman just set us up with the warehouse. I don't really know where she gets the animals from, but obviously they must be stolen. I just don't know from... Well, you could probably check the brands, but that didn't really matter to us.
You're still not giving me any names to go after. Who hires you?
Look, I don't know her name. What do you want from
Where
me?
do you get these hits from?
It's not the Voudrin woman. Where do you get the hits from?
From just regular people. We spread the word that if you asked about the night's special cuts, we help with any problems that you had. Most of the hits were on small-time criminals, like revenge killings, that sort of thing.
What was the
Couple
name of
of
that house
nobles
whose
who-
TR we have? Sorry,
Lorong?
Lorong?
Yes, the Laurent.
Hey, Larong.
Going to say that seems a bit kind of a dangerous area for you to be reaching in if you're going after one of the houses.
Do you say that to him?
Yes.
That LeBron guy, he was minor. He was just a distant cousin or something. Just basically a landlord up in the rents in some old Korvosan tenement. Look, all those people deserved what they got. Or most of them.
I'm sure they did. Well, I'm going to knock his ass out unless anyone has any other questions.
Yeah, knock it out. Knock him
Bam,
out.
right across the side of the
Give him a
face.
Yeah.
punch.
You get 2 positive thumbs up, and then there's a thwack.
All right. Do you punch him or do you hit him with the the cleaver?
I would hit him with the flat side of the cleaver if I hit him with the cleaver, but I think just
Okay,
a
so
sudden punch
you
across
flip the
face,
cleaver
yeah.
around and just
Yep, just smack him.
right
knock
across
him
the
out.
face,
Bonk.
and he goes lights out.
Yes, non-lethal, but still unconscious. And
Yep.
then I will.
Okay, yeah, he must be dying.
I don't think waiting here is a good idea. We should probably leave.
I would agree. I think we have questions to ask of Eric about his bestie, but this building is likely not going to yield anything else for us.
I'll carry
Hope
him
you went
out.
to
if
see the
you-
Citadel 3 times a day.
Yeah,
What
no
about these
kidding.
critters?
I will carry him towards the Citadel for you, but at some point you may need to get him there on your own.
Is
Hopefully,
there like a wagon in here?
Is there? Yeah, is there some sort of wagon or other carting
Like
device?
a little wagon? Or a wheelbarrow?
We can just borrow the cow. We'll borrow one of the cows.
Yeah, I was like,
on
can
there,
you
and
just
you
drape
take
him
the
over
cow
the
with
cow?
Take it with as evidence. The cow is
Yeah,
evidence.
cow evidence.
Jason, you're muted. The cow is evidence.
yeah.
Whatever you just said, Jason, I didn't hear any of it. It's not coming through.
Yeah, you're muted, Jason. We can't hear you.
Sorry. No. I rolled a d100. If it was 20 or lower, then yes, I was going to give you a wheelbarrow, but no.
Oh,
There's no
What
wheelbarrow
about
in here.
this cow?
I mean, sure, there's a cow. What are you doing with the cow?
Drape
we're
him
going
over
to use the cow
and-
as evidence because the cow has some sort of mark on it that shows it's from a dairy farm where it was located. And I'm going to
Little
pick
cow.
up Parnes and put him on the back of the cow, and we're going to use the cow and take the cow as our stock animal to the Citadel.
All right, so
because,
you wake the cow.
Yes.
Excuse
Cow
me,
gets up.
Miss Cow.
Throw the body over.
Yes.
Tie a rope around the neck of the cow. I guess the cow already has like a rope around its neck, so you can just lead it.
Some sort of
out the
collarbone
door.
or something, yeah.
Actually, give me this will be a nature check to lead the cow.
I was gonna say, since one of you two is gonna technically be the one taking it back,
Who is
Who
the
wants to-
most natural of us?
I am
Who's
pretty
looking at
awful at
balls?
this. I am completely untrained. How about you?
I'm untrained. What's your
Same.
plus?
guess who
2.
has a 0?
It's better than me. I'm a +1.
Somehow I knew
It
Felix.
is just a cow.
It is just a cow, but
It is just a cow and yet.
I'm
Oh.
just a cat too.
I would be rolling flat, so
Felix will try to make friends with a cow.
And if you fail, I'll try.
Public or private?
You can do it public.
We'll
Befriend
know real
Mrs.
quick.
Cow.
glory.
The
Oh,
Nice cow?
cow.
All right, you beat the DC 14. You succeed in leading the cow, tugging, getting the cow to sort of walk behind you. Yeah, the cow is following.
I like to think I have a pocket full of fodder, and this is basically just bribing a cow through the city.
What if it works? It works. And yeah, Mayhem will escort along the way. We'll crawl a couple blocks away, kind of duck off, and let them take the cow and the captured.
There he goes.
The rest of the way to Citadel.
Ooh.
The cow fairy.
Okay. This is only like no, it's still like 10 minutes. The cow is slow. It's not running.
It's sleepy. It's a sleepy cow.
All right. So Mayhem, you duck off into the bushes as the rest of you turn in Parnes.
And
the cow, I guess.
Yes.
And the cow.
I assume you explained to them the situation.
Yes.
Correct. We'll let them know that Parnes goes with the other folk we brought in earlier today.
Yep. They row him in a cell with the others. Well, I mean, separate cell than the others, but they're all in cells.
And like, in addition to handing them the cow, let them know of the other animal, like stolen animals that are in the barn, the warehouse that we left behind. I don't want them to go hungry.
I should put like all of the characters that are arrested in here.
Yes, just everybody
So
we
you can just see them pile up.
What do we do? What about the corpses, though? Where do we put them?
Oh,
Is
not
it
the
graveyard?
corpses. That's separate. So Hookshanks is in jail. Yargan's in jail, and Giggles is in jail. I don't think you
Yeah,
killed
it's
any
true.
of
They were all tied up.
Buddies.
them.
Just other victims of the health inspector. There are too many drugs. There's too many human meats.
Watch out for the health inspector.
The city is filthy.
I'm gonna get you.
All right. Well, yeah, the guards who are on duty this late are surprised that you came by, but they are informed of. They know that the field marshal sent you out on some kind of mission, so they're trusting you on it.
I think I would also let them know that we would love a chance to chat with the field marshal and Varric after when they're next available. We have some. Regan and I have some questions we like to ask Varric.
Yes, the field. Well, we probably can't let you talk to the prisoners on your own, but the field marshal should be back in first thing in the morning. She's usually in around 6 a.m. or so.
We'll make it work.
Early
Thank
riser. I'm not here. I'm just commenting.
Thank you for your service, citizens.
And off.
Yeah, we'll make our way out of here and head back
right.
to the script in Scrimshaw and pick up Mayhem, who's probably watching us from a block or two away.
Literally around the
Walk
corner.
past a tree and look up. It's like, oh, there he is.
Just hanging from the
Hey,
tree, upside
buddy.
down like a sloth.
Yeah.
Just looking
It's
down.
like, hey, buddy, we're gonna go back now.
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right. Well, that was
You make your way back to the Scrimshaw.
a productive day. I think.
Indeed.
We did a lot, and I passed my test. Oh, what a great day.
And
And
it's
you-
only like, we'll call it 8 o'clock now.
8 p.m. Dang.
We'll actually get to bed somewhat early for once.
Well, you two will. I'm sure there's other things to be done tonight, but
Do you ever sleep?
yeah, eventually. Not as much
I
as
hope you at
probably
least make
should.
a home to make sure Lizdie gets there.
You get at
Yes.
least 5 hours of sleep, 6 glasses of water, 1 shower. Just listing off.
I at first thought this was going to be some sort of like 5, 6, 7, 8 sort of thing, but it's just numbers. Okay, I'm supposed to remember these numbers.
No,
Right.
don't. Yes, you are supposed to remember these numbers.
Five,
These are healthy
6, 1.
numbers. No, like what comes after the numbers is also important.
Right, I get that. I'm just trying to remember it, and
Yes.
5.
Okay.
5.
Hours. Of
Right, 5
sleep.
hours of sleep, and then 5.
6.
6. What was the 6 for?
6 glasses of water.
6 glasses of water, and then 1 shower. Did I get it?
1 shower.
Just 1 shower.
1 shower and 2 meals.
And each week? That doesn't seem like enough.
No, each
Day.
day. This is a daily thing. Are you only drinking 6 glasses of water a week? My goodness.
You cannot substitute ale for those. Those they just actually need to be water.
2 are more gullible than
I'm
my
gonna
daughter
write
is.
you a list. That's what I'm gonna do with the rest of my night. When I go back, I'm writing you a list of ways to keep yourself healthy.
Mayhem
All right.
self-care, self-help guide.
All right. Anything else that you're doing tonight, or are you all dispersing for the evening?
I think we're dispersing.
Yeah.
Off to downtime.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Early morning to go see folks at the Citadel, and then I have a security guard to go hire, I guess.
I'm
All
not
right.
sure if there's any reason for me to be present tomorrow morning, so I can wait outside for you if you'd like, but I can otherwise just be there at work. See if they rope me in on by chance or
Oh.
something.
Regan scrolls down an addendum to her note and is like, here, it just says, by the way, we are health inspectors to give. So if they are, if we're in the same room and we can't talk to him without them present, we want her to play along and be like, we are health inspectors.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
We're not with the guard, because I know she doesn't want people to know that we're with the guard. So there you go.
This
This is our
deception seems very complicated.
It's not.
Gonna put that out there. It seems like there's a lot going on here and a lot to keep track of. But okay.
Yeah.
Health
Moving
inspectors.
pieces. Show her this perfect. No, we keep this.
You
but it
keep
is
that.
perfectly crafted.
Yes.
Felix has it. Okay.
I'm going to have to find the opportunity to make sure that she sees the note. We're health inspectors. Go with it.
Yeah, go walk in.
I just like the idea it's buried in
Yeah.
legalese, and then you just have to focus on the one line. Just, we're health inspectors. Go with
She'll know what it means.
it. Yes.
All right. Well, you say your good nights, go your separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think only really Mayhem has nighttime downtime that he can do if he wishes.
Yeah. Good question. Do I want? I mean, I don't know
Oh.
how well if my system's ready yet or not, but
Oh, right, I forgot to finish writing that system. Well,
so we'll be doing something in that regard.
yeah. So Mayhem spends the evening, the remainder of the night, doing some. Actually, sure. Why not? I think
Mostly enough there,
Uh,
right?
there's kind of enough here.
So I can just kind of like choose a district and decide how I'm going to go about doing whatever I do in that district.
Yeah,
It's kind of the idea.
yeah. Which district do you want to fight crime in tonight?
I kind of want to stick to the Midland district. Partially because I'm a little worried that Maeve has actually not gone home and is somehow sticking around. So
All right. Well, in fact, tonight you do manage to spot a group of Czarni. I don't know how to actually pronounce that word.
I think Sarni is correct. Sarni.
I'll say Czarni. Yeah, Czarni syndicate members. The local Varisian or local cell of a Parisian crime family. And yeah, how would you like to stop them? They are. Let's see. What is the ways that you can stop?
I think I'm gonna try and frighten them off.
All right, instill some fear in them with intimidation.
Yes. We're going to try and bring the fear of the gods into them right now. So, is this secret or public?
You can do it public.
Public.
Yeah.
Excitement. Average, 20 total.
20, and you guys are level 3, so DC
Yes.
is 18, so that is a success. The case is solved. You managed to scare them off, spook them, tell them to go back home to their families, or whatever it is you tell them. And
I think I start just whispering. I start recognizing them and whispering their names loudly.
Who are you? How do you know us?
At some point, they just take off. Yeah.
Sure, they were like mugging some woman.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?
Just stay safe and don't be giving Sarsny any of your business in the future. They take all you got and a little bit extra.
Yes, I knew I shouldn't have gotten involved with them, but during the day they seemed like such nice gentlemen.
Yes, the night makes assholes out of us all.
Can I at least ask for your names, sir?
You can just call me Mayhem. Just trying to prevent it from the streets, so...
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Mayhem, thank you. I'm gonna go tell all of my friends about you. And she, the old lady, totters off, and you gain an RP, a reputation point, with the Midland citizens, and lose an RP with the Sarni gang.
Yeah.
Let me pop that open so I can adjust that.
Notes.
I don't know how I'll share this with the public, but there's reputation going on. I think I said this earlier. So you're at -3 with the Sarnies now, and the Midlands district has gone up from 7 to 8.
Woo! Making progress.
It's not supposed to be at ignored. You're supposed to be at level 1, which is light.
Yay.
The next tier is at 15 for Midland District. Right, and you solved this case. So this was in the Heights District. You guys get 2 points for the Heights. Sorry, not the Heights. It was North Point, right?
Yes, North
2
Point.
points in North Point. So you're at 3 in North Point. And because you helped out the guard, that is another 2 points for the guard. So 7 to 8, 9 with the guard. The guard likes you quite a bit. Are you returning that
The
circlet?
Yes, I am returning.
TR thing,
that.
or is it tar?
If you return that circlet, then House Larong likes that. So they appreciate finding out about the death of their distant cousin.
I keep telling them about deaths and
yeah, apparently
how I found the killer and/or avenged the killer.
That
Well,
was
not
the
the
important
killer,
thing, is the
person who
avenging.
died. Yeah.
And actually, you handled that so well at North Point. I'm gonna say that was a critical success. You actually get 2 more, so that's 5. You didn't cause any deaths. Yeah, none of them died in the end, and you
I don't
caught all
think
the
so.
criminals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid turn of events. All right, so you are now liked by the citizens of North Point. Okay, so you've got some new fans. The day passes, or the rest of the evening passes. And we'll jump to like 8 a.m. or so. You
Well,
guys
it wouldn't be
regroup
8
back at
a.m..
the.
We would have started 6 a.m. so that we could get to meet with
Oh, sure.
Or early enough to meet with Field Commander Croft.
Well, she's going to be... The field marshal's going to be there all day. She just gets in at 6.
So I guess we don't have to meet that early then. Don't want to be first thing, I guess.
It'd be the first thing in our day. She'll probably... I have no doubt she's a busy schedule. But yeah, we'll make it over there to... Yes, press the sleep button. Sleep button, good.
Yeah.
Do my spells.
Sleep thyselves. I'll move you over to the Citadel and find Cressida because I removed her from the board for some reason.
Oh, I am... Here's Tullios.
Is Tullios going into the meeting with them, or...?
I think Tullios is heading to work. Tullios will escort them into the building, but will otherwise be at work.
Okay. In that case... if you want to do your full work shift, you can.
Sure, yeah.
Let's see, what was that? That is... Can fight some fires. This is your first time fighting fires this week, so do a firefighting lore check to earn income.
Alright.
DC is 18. Oh, I guess dropped by 2, so 16.
Buttons, where are my buttons? That one. 21 total.
Okay. Let's roll 21. And this is roll the 9. Okay. 21 is a success. So that's whatever the success is on the earn income table for level 3. I don't have it open right now. And I have glare on the screen. Level 3 trained. I assume you're trained in it, so 5 silver.
Yes, 5 silver. Very good.
So every day for the next... I guess this is the last day of the week, so... You did work other days in the week. Go and take 5
days, so...
Yeah, go and take 5 times that, so 5 times
25?
3 silver.
Or 5 times 3, you said? 15? Okay.
Yeah, so 15 silver.
Very good.
Is your salary for the week.
And do I also get this other benefit that comes with fighting fires from the shield?
Oh, yes. I forgot what it
It's
was.
a regular success. Word spreads of your tireless devotion to the city. Your party gains +1 RP with either the Korvosan Guard or the residents of a district your choice.
Yeah, so were you helping more with the guard itself, or were you fighting fires in a particular district?
I think today I've been mostly working with the guard.
Okay.
I am kind of angling to see if I get called in to help out with this meeting or to be available for providing assistance for them if possible.
Alright, makes sense.
It's a lot easier if I have an official reason to hang out with them rather than just me deciding to help out the people who saved my daughter.
Alright, so your reputation with the guard is now at 10. Okay. So, Regan, Felix, you make your way. You introduce yourself to the guards at the front desk. They, oh, yes, the field marshal was actually waiting for you. And they'll direct you up the stairs to her office. You're familiar. You make your way up. You hear some talking behind the door. The door is closed. It sounds like she's talking to someone right now.
Do we recognize that other voice?
No, it sounds like a man's voice. It's pretty muffled through the door, though. It's like a heavy stone door.
Were we told to wait or to head in?
You were told that she was expecting you.
Okay. I would knock then. And, give it a minute.
Oh, you hear footsteps and walks up to the door. She opens the door and
There you are, Felix, Regan. Well met. This is great timing, actually. Come in.
Of course.
This here's a good friend of mine. I don't believe you've met, have you? And where is he? Sorry, I'm trying to find him. There we go. An older man with white hair pulled back into a ponytail. It's like kind of rough 5 o'clock shadow. A silver rapier at his belt. Stands up and waves politely to you. It's like this. Hello, friends. The Field Marshal has told me much about you. I'm Vincarlo Orsini. And I can spell his name. Vencarlo. Vencarlo. And Orsini. Orisini. Like so.
Why does Orsini... Have we heard that name before?
It's a fantastic name.
Vencarlo, it doesn't have 2 E's.
Oh, it's okay. not Veen. It's got a massive Veen.
Hail and well met. You have the advantage of us, and I don't think we've run into each other before, but it's nice to meet you.
Yes, it is nice to meet you as well. And he walks over and takes both of your hands and kisses both of them. I am told that you have saved not one but 2 of my students. I am quite impressed.
You must
Yes.
be the instructor that Armin had mentioned.
Yes, Vincarlo Orsini, the director of the Orsini School of Fine Combat Arts.
Know that your students fought well in both circumstances, and we were just in the right place at the right time.
Sir, you do not need to flatter them. They are good, but they are not worthy of that kind of praise. At least not yet. If they had finished their instruction, perhaps, but
what brings you to meet with us and the field marshal today? The city is hopefully getting better day by day, but I'm sure any and all help would be welcomed.
Well, I am just here to see the field marshal's wonderful smile, of course. Orsini, knock it off. As much as I'd love for this to just be a normal social call, it is not. Or Vincarlo makes his way to the side of the room, kind of leans up against the wall. Well, first of all, I wanted to thank you both for all of your effort dealing with Varric. I had a very long chat with him this morning, and it was very enlightening.
What all did you have a chance to learn? I'm incredibly curious.
Well, one, that one of the Arconas seems to be directly involved in this whole scheme.
His, trying to find the right word for it.
Paramour?
Thank you.
She
yes,
offers.
His paramour. We've gotten the hints from some of Van Kaskerkin's associates that she really was the brains behind this operation.
Yes, and it seems like she was... he refused to give over her name, but I'm guessing she must be pretty high up in the family. Which
means that it's probably the entire family's backing it. Or it's probably the entire family's backing behind this project, which means that the Arconas are likely against the Queen. But it's not solid information to go on yet, so we'll be doing further investigations, see what we can come up with. The information that we got from the other boys you brought in, also very useful, so thank you for not killing any of them. I really didn't know what to expect, taking on outside help, but... seriously, you don't know how much this means to me. When the Queen wrote that she was sending over heroes, I didn't think she literally meant it.
She's you and her are both too kind. Regan and I have only done what we can to help the city that we live in, and the city is going to need it. The operation that Varric was running was incredibly well funded, and beyond the building that they had managed to get a hold of, this seems to have been a plot someone has been undertaking for some time. To even get the building to be absent, the previous occupants were either paid off or otherwise encouraged to vacate. The animals that were being brought in were all from different farms, had different brands. If not the Arcona family, someone very high up, I would agree.
It's quite the elaborate scheme, and all for... It seems like all they were trying to do was build up a small resistance at first. Maybe they thought they could snowball that into something bigger, but it's hard to say right now. In any case, as much as I'd love to continue talking about this, I actually have another request for you, if you don't mind. It's similarly difficult for me to really involve the Guard in.
You have Korvosan's finest health inspectors at your your assistance.
So I'm told, she says, as she walks over to her desk, and you see the two letters from Regan are open on her desk currently. They're just unfurled there.
I hope that Giorgio Manos isn't upset about our borrowing his name for a moment, but it proved useful cover.
Well, whatever you have to do to get justice done. Yes, indeed. It is not wise to be beholden to the rules of society for when dealing with such heavy terms as justice. Then Carlo says, with a smile, looking at Felix. But I suppose... where was that, what's his name? Do you remember the name of that guard who was here with you last time?
Tullios.
Oh.
Ah, right. Tullios,
Regan
Couldarn.
genuinely forgot.
There's so many guards in the city that we've seen.
I intentionally took a moment.
What do you think of that man?
He's helpful. He's very stern.
And dedicated to his daughter.
And his job.
I'm told that he used his time off to help you with that last mission.
Oh, yes.
He did. And it was incredibly helpful to have someone from the Guard just get us from place to place in the city and make sure that we had help. Parnes and everyone else at the butcher shop very quickly decided that they preferred to dispose of their health inspectors. And I don't think that if not for Tullios' help, we would have managed to make it out of there.
Well, I did specifically ask you not to get the guard involved, but... Well, doesn't seem like anyone found out, so I guess you're in the clear, she says with, like, a wry smile. Actually, if you don't mind waiting here, I'll see if I can go get him. He might be interested in this as well.
Yes, where's
And
that
she-
scamp?
She leaves the room.
Oh, it's just us and this guy.
Just staring at each other.
Yeah, he's just smiling at you. Truly, I'm actually quite pleased that you were able to, protect young Amin. He's still my student. He still has much to learn before he is, shall we say, proficient in the ways of the blade. I really should have expected much more from Grau, though. But you have made him see the light, and I spoke to him earlier, and he seems like he is... different somehow. Certainly much more different from when I last saw him. So, again, thank you so much for dealing with my problems, I suppose.
Both were doing their best in their particular moments. Grau like needed to sober up, and Amin, I think, really ended up at the wrong place at the wrong time. Should either of your students need a vocation or a part-time job, I would be happy to see either of them at the Script and Scrimshaw, as I hopefully get my bar back into a happy and healthy place.
Well, Amin certainly doesn't have time for extracurricular activities at the moment, but perhaps Grau could use a part-time job. He just kind of chuckles to himself. Perhaps soon I will finally retire and be done myself. And he holds up his... So he's two hands, obviously. You notice that one of his hands is gloved. Like he's got a maybe like a leather or sheepskin glove on his right hand. And he raises up to kind of wave it, and you notice that one of his fingers is clearly missing. It's his ring finger. That spot in the glove is just loose. As he's just kind of, he just like waves his hand briefly, and you just kind of catch this.
It's the. Oh. It's like, is it the finger I found?
Do you want that
Well,
back?
you found the
It was.
hand that belonged to
Yeah, I
that
found.
finger,
I
so-
realized in the middle. I was like, I did find the hand.
But anyway, and as he's about to say something, the door opens and the field marshal and Tullios enter. As I was saying, I hope Carlo's not harassing you, is he?
A perfect gentleman. Oh, and I'm sure always, right?
Of course, always, he says with a smile. And you must be this Tullios character.
Yes, Tullios Couldarn. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He steps forward and holds out a hand to shake.
I return the handshake firmly.
He also tightens his grip, and he's like staring you in the eyes for a moment. You have a strong strength of will. I like that. And he releases the handshake and
steps back.
Well, if greetings are over, the field marshal says, sitting back at her desk. So, the reason I brought you here is because Vencarlo has learned something that could degrade into sanctions, embargoes, possibly even war against Cheliax if we don't act soon.
How dire.
Yes. Luckily, our problems all boil down to one man. A Darvain Geos Ampre, the ambassador from Cheliax, whose disdain for Korvosa is very well documented. Even though he takes quite a lot of pleasures of Korvosa in for himself, she says kind of like under her breath. Even before all this current unrest following the king's death, he's been petitioning for a government sanction on trade, even an embargo. Vencarlo learned this through his own considerable sources, or has learned through his own considerable sources, that Ambassador Ampre's actual goals are to undermine Korvosa's economy to the point where he can buy up huge portions of the city from desperate landholders. He plans to establish himself in a position of power here, advising the end of sanctions with his allies in Cheliax. We can't let his bias and personal plans hurt Korvosa like this, so... But we can't really take any official action as the Guard, otherwise... it would be an international incident. Not only would killing an ambassador be morally wrong, it would certainly martyr him in Cheliax's eyes, and we can't afford to have something like that happen. But fortunately, the ambassador does have his foibles. Again, Vencarlo here has learned that the ambassador has been making fairly regular visits to a certain den of iniquity in Old Korvosa. It's run by a dangerous man by the name of Devargo Barvasi, better known in Korvosa's alleys as the King of Spiders. I'd love to put Devargo completely out of business, but he does pay his vice taxes regularly and has never actually caused any problems for us, so... In fact, since he keeps his businesses constrained entirely within his purview, he's actually one of the least of my worries. Truth be told, I can't really decide whether Devargo is a mosquito or a kraken at this point. He seems like a blood-sucking pest most of the time, but sometimes I wonder just how far his tentacles have wormed their way into our great city. In this case, though, the insidious web that's stretching across the Korvosa's underworld might be something that we could use to our advantage. Devargo wouldn't let somebody that he recognizes as an ally of the Guard into Eel's End, but you three might be a different case. Given your success tricking our good friend Varric, I thought perhaps you might be able to do the same here. Work your way into Eel's End, see if you can pry any information about the ambassador out of him, and return with the info. Any kind of information that you could learn about the ambassador, any kind of illicit doings, anything we could use to, I hesitate to say blackmail, but I wouldn't say no. Or, in honesty, just something that we could pin on him. Something to catch him on, to get him to change his. We need a threat, basically. She
We
says,
need
kind of-
leverage.
Exactly. We need something to get him to give up this silly plan and hopefully send him back to Cheliax once and for all. Here, I already have the gold here for your last mission's reward. She slides a small chest across the table. But I also have, and she reaches into her own, her own coin purse, and drops some gold onto the table. Actually, I think it's some platinums.
Whoa.
Yes, she put some platinums on the table. This is my own personal money, but I'd like you to use it to see if you can bribe DeVargo, if possible. But whatever's left over, you can keep for yourself. Just remember, this DeVargo, he's pretty dangerous, and well, so are you. So if things get violent, well, let's just say I wouldn't be so sad about his passing, but it should really be avoided if at all possible.
Understood.
Can I count on you for this?
You can.
She sighs a big sigh of relief.
We might need better cover than health inspectors, though. If you know of any good excuse we can have to be there, that would be of big help.
Well, luckily, it's... sorry, she wouldn't be the one who says this, it'd be Carlo. Well, actually, as long as you don't say that you're from the Guard, it's relatively easy to get into Eel's End. They let anyone who wishes to gamble their fortunes away enter, but not if they are too fancy looking.
Oh, that's no problem.
That may get us in the door, but any thoughts on how we can actually get FaceTime with the crime boss himself?
She shakes her head. That's something you'll have to work out, I'm afraid.
Fair enough.
Card counting.
We don't have enough people to do an Ocean's 11.
Just need me and my intelligence score.
And all of your summons.
Well, if that's all, I really need to get back to my work. I've got to do some more interviews with the new friends that you brought us. So, Carlo, would you mind showing them the way? Oh, of course. If you do not mind, I would escort you to Eel's End.
Oh, now.
That should probably change. Unless you'd rather I go dressed in guard attire?
I think we might all have a few errands or chores to do before we get actually into Eel's End, but you're more than welcome to accompany us.
Ah, very well. I will. I can just wait here if you'd prefer. I have some. I can do some drills in the yard, and then when you are ready, I can walk with you.
As you wish. I will. Before leaving, though, Tully will look at the field marshal to kind of get like confirmation this is at least kosher, because he's still not sure what to make of this Ben Carlo fellow.
She She catches, she sees your glance and she nods.
Okay.
Vincarlo's a good guy. I've known him a long time. I entrust my life to him, so he's certainly gotten me out of plenty of scrapes. And just because he's not the biggest fan of the government doesn't mean that he doesn't love the city. In fact, he might be one of the people who loves it the most. You're much too kind to me.
Well, I will go get changed, and we'll meet you all back here when you're all ready.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Take your time.
I think my only chore was to go speak to a recruiter. I did not want to leave Lizzie running the bar on her own terribly long.
Okay. Yeah, that won't take you very long. The gold market is not very far from here, so
Yeah.
it's like probably a 20-minute thing overall to go there, do that, come back.
Totally.
All right, so you guys break for 20 minutes. 10, 15, 20. And you hire a recruiter, and that's going to be 10 gold. Make a note in here. Recruiter.
Buttons, how do you work? Minus 10 gold.
Okay. And that will be 1d3 days. You will get 1d3 candidates. And I guess I'll roll that blind. I'll do it later then. We're getting to the end of the session. So, was there anything, Char, that Regan was going to do in that 20 minutes?
Yeah, she'll ask what is to become of Varric because of her note, which I know she is. She's not very well regarded. She's just a student, but she's curious.
Sure, yeah, you stay behind while the other two leave to talk to the field marshal a little bit longer. I've read your letter, and to be honest, I agree with you. I don't think his intentions were too bad, and he does seem genuinely sad about what he's allowed happen, so we'll see. I'm definitely going to try to push for leniency in this case. It'll depend on what the judge wants, but I think he's got a chance. It could certainly be a lot worse. It's definitely going to be a lot worse for Parnes and the other two.
Yes. That's good news. I do have a soft spot for people who do want to make the city better, even if their methods are unorthodox. So I hope he can get something out of this and move forward to do maybe some charitable contributions.
She nods. I hope so as well. It seems like a waste to throw away passion for the city just because it wasn't directed the way that we wanted.
Well, I'm glad that you see things that way. Too many people see things as very black and white. If you break the law, you go to jail, but I definitely think there needs to be some wiggle room. I don't know if the guard would agree.
Very strong agreements. I suppose that makes me a bad field marshal, huh?
I don't think so, but depending on who you ask, I might not be the right person to answer that question appropriately.
She shrugs. I'm just trying to do the best I can, I guess. The king thought I'd do a good job, and here I am. I guess we'll see if the queen decides to keep me around or not.
Well, I sure hope so. I hope that the changes are good changes.
I hope so too. I'm already losing a lot of guard to this new project of hers.
Oh. Are people leaving the guard to go to her special force?
Yep. Almost all of the women guards we've got are being called up. Pretty much all of them who are at their highest levels. It's basically only new recruits left. So it's about to become a lot more of a sausage party here.
Oh boy. So yeah, they just got recruited, or did they leave on their own terms, or did they get letters that were like, please come join our...
Some of them just wanted to apply directly. Others were requested. A mix of both. But it's a big initiative by the Queen, so I'm not sure quite how to take it just yet.
Yeah, has something like this ever happened before, where it was requested that pretty much a new guard be formed specifically for royalty?
No, never. Even now, technically, all of the Royal Guard are still Korvosan Guards, just assigned to that special duty. It seems like the Queen wants to have sort of a third military force that's more focused on protecting the capital.
Mm.
I can see the logic in it. And
See
it
how it goes.
does give a lot of young women something to strive for, so... Anyway, I shouldn't keep you. Thanks for chatting, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for considering my letters from a lowly student.
Well, anytime.
Yeah, it's
All right.
basically 20 minutes of short conversation.
Yep, you have your conversation and you head out to the training yard where you see Carlo practicing his fencing, using his left hand. He's got an interesting kind of style to him. Just training on a training dummy. And yeah, the rest of you regroup here in the training yard. And then Carlo towels off the sweat from his brow and that was a good exercise. Are we all ready?
Suppose so.
Yeah.
Let us go.
Well, let us be off. We shall walk and talk on the way. I'm curious to learn more about each of you. And so, our heroes step foot out of the citadel and make their way north to Old Korvosa. And that's where we gotta end the show for tonight, folks. Thanks for joining us. This has been another episode of Third Action. Hope y'all all had fun. If you liked us, then give us a like down there, or a comment, or a subscribe. Give us one of them fancy 5-star ratings on them podcast apps. Or you can just tune in twitch.tv/thirdaction every single week that we're actually here. But it includes next week.
Every week that we actually show up.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, thanks. Goodbye, everybody.
Gute Nacht.
Farewell. I sleep.